welcome back to the show.
I'm back.
The great Sam Tripoli.
What's up, dog?
Hey,
What's
man.
up?
We're chilling, dude.
What's
How are
up?
you? We can't see. Can you see him?
I can see you.
All right, we can hear you. We can't see you yet.
His video's up.
Okay.
I'm up,
okay.
dude. I'm crushing. Maybe you need to take off your sunglasses indoors. You cokehead?
Yeah, that's what I am for Halloween.
Nice. I like that. I
long-
like that. You should have gotten a giant, like, black chick nail so you can do ice cream scoops into your nostrils.
I'm Hunter Biden. Yeah, there you are.
There he is.
There we go.
Yo, what's good, man? How are you?
I'm alive. People like me. I mean, I'm going through it. My dog's about to pass,
No.
which is not. Yeah,
Dude,
it's a war, bro.
Mine went in
so
2021, and
sorry.
it was the worst thing that's like ever happened to me. It was awful.
Yeah, it's not good.
No,
That's
man, I don't wish that
always-
upon anybody. I'm sorry you're
always
going
Yeah,
through
it's
that.
awful.
We're
It's
praying-
awful, dude.
praying for you and the dog.
It started on my birthday too, so I had the worst birthday ever.
Oh.
I find out my dog's gonna pass. I go to the World Series game. The Dodgers get their lady dicks kicked in, and then I mean, just rough.
dude,
I mean,
I'm
not
so
the worst, but close.
No, it's horrible. I've lost many a dog, and it is
What are you,
always
dog
awful.
serial killer? What are you
All
doing?
right, don't blow up my spot, Sam. I'm on the run.
Okay.
Why do you think I left New York? Why do you think I'm in West Virginia now?
You're like, oh, dude, they're on to me.
Yeah. Uh-oh. No. I grew up on a farm, and just a lot of dogs bit the dust out there with the horses. Not a good time. I
So
had
you
a
were
big
burying
funeral.
dogs too? That's terrible.
Dogs and horses, and one iguana named Fluffy. Yeah, it was rough.
Fluffy.
But everyone say happy belated birthday to Sam. It was just his birthday. I'm so sorry to hear about the bad news on his birthday. But
Yeah, tough day. But you
day.
know, we keep rocking.
So, man, what is going on in the world? Like, are we getting through this year? What is up?
Everything is fake and gay. Cha cha cha. Cha cha cha. Everything is fake and gay. It's all fake. It's all gay. If these aliens are coming, hurry up. Okay. I'm tired of working. And of course, these pieces of shit are going to show up on my day off. My one day off the whole week that I'm not podcasting 1,000 million times. They're like, let's come and ruin Sam's only day off.
So you think Three Eye Atlas might be fake, bro?
Yes, I don't believe any of that. Like I said on Conspiracy Social Club, until they penetrate me, I'm going to assume it's Project Bluebeam. Until I feel Japanese gray action in my back end, I won't believe any of this.
Can I say that even if the penetration does occur, I still might think it's fake and gay?
Yeah, I'm like, that's obviously a dildo.
You guys could do better. Yeah,
You guys could do better. I mean, if
Hey.
you're going to get probed, it's got to be by Japanese gray.
Foreplay can still be gay as fuck, so it's
Well,
Yeah, you better try to turn me on first. Don't just take it. I'll Me Too these Japanese grays right now. They'll
good.
be sent out before they even started.
Yeah.
Japanese gray.
Yeah, well, they're listening.
Sexually harassed.
They're listening
Damn
right now.
Tripoli.
Why are they making this such a big deal? Like, you know, we've been covering Three Eye Atlas for a few months now, and then just the other day we see Avi Loeb on Rogan, you know, talking about this extraterrestrial spaceship, and people are taking it pretty seriously.
Dude, he was he brought up later on in the podcast, which we didn't get to. He actually brought up that this thing is emitting pulses.
Yes.
That he said are using to transmit to see if there's other life out
Yes.
Okay, yeah or no. You know what I'm like?
Yeah.
It's like we've been hearing this forever.
Yep.
We've been hearing this forever.
Yeah.
Aleister Crowley told us.
I'm with you,
Angels
dude.
and demons will come back under another name. Until penetration, that's what I'm going to assume. Because and by the way, I'm tired of working. Come and end it. I am so tired. All my friends are retiring. They're like, oh, I got 2 years to retirement. And I'm like, I'm going to work forever. Right?
Yeah.
And it's just like, lock it up, bro. Shut it down.
I can't imagine you stopping. Like you are going to be doing this. Maybe not podcasting, but you telling jokes. That's the life. I mean, I know you're traveling a lot.
It's like I've been doing it 30 years. I love doing it, but I'm also at a place where I've talked about everything I care about.
Right.
And the only thing I want to talk about is stuff that pisses everybody off because I like to burn shit to the ground. So I'm a trickster.
Yep.
And I like to say, oh, what are your sensitive points? And just finger it. And, you know, and these are dangerous times for that, but I don't really care.
So what is one of those things right now? What do you feel like is an issue
I love
right
being
now?
called the N-word, and apparently I can't talk about that.
I thought that was your pronoun.
Yeah, I mean, that is, dude. Okay. And people lose their minds. So I was recently in Phoenix. I don't even know if I could say the word, but I was in Phoenix, and I walk on the lobby, and this white paraplegic just calls me the N-word. And then I had to do oppression math to figure out if that's allowed.
I think so.
You should have smacked him with a can of Twisted Tea, like that one thing happened that one day.
Dude, I have like 4 fans, and only 3 of them can walk. I have to be nice to them.
That's hilarious. What else is there right now? Like, this is the thing. Sam, I've been listening to you.
Listen,
for
hey, dude, can
so
I tell
long.
you?
Yeah, go for it.
On the road, you can light Jews up. You can make fun of Jews. People
course.
laugh. You still can't make fun of blacks, and I'm waiting for that to happen.
Really?
Because I don't believe in any protected classes. I love
neither.
everybody, blacks, Jews, Muslims.
Same.
You know, I don't give a shit. The bis, the trans. I don't care. Live your life.
Right.
I love you. Just don't be an asshole.
Right.
But I don't also believe in protected classes.
Right.
Like, I don't think anyone's above comedy or criticism.
Absolutely not. I totally agree.
And the only way, dude, to live in a proper society is if you destroy political correctness.
Right.
It must be annihilated.
I totally agree. Like, when I told a bunch of like black jokes to the Hotep crowd, totally fine. But if I say Jewish jokes on Twitter, some of them will do well, but Jews don't like it on Twitter. Maybe Jews in real life, but like, I've just noticed that like some people just like to laugh at themselves. I think it's the ones who take the Israel stuff so seriously, they get so emotional about it, they don't like any joke about it.
Well, the problem with political correctness is that it comes with so much fine print, you can't take it real serious, right? It's like almost every rule that is created to protect a protected class is violated by the group that it's trying to protect. With the exception of the K word with Jews. That's the only one I don't really hear Jews outside of Ari Shafir calling people K words, you know?
I think it's a nice word. Why not?
So I can't really take it serious.
Right.
You can't tell me that the M word's a bad word and then I see you laughing over the top hysterically when David Lucas and Cat Williams say it, and they're both hilarious and I love both of them.
Yeah.
But I can't take you serious.
Right.
You can't tell me that's a bad word and then you're like laughing. I mean, Cam Patterson, who I love, his first sketch on Saturday Night Live is him asking to say the M word. I can't take it serious. I can't. You don't really think that. You're just afraid to say it because you think black people will punch you in the face, which they will. I mean, and that kind of gets into the problem I have with political correctness is that the theory of hate is worse than real world consequences. We accept in this society that if a white person says calls a black person the M word, violence is acceptable.
Right.
And it's even gotten to the point, and I've seen it happen in real life, where a black person, white person will get in a fight over randomness, right? Mm-hmm. And then when the cops show up, the black person says he called me the M word, which isn't even true. I saw it happen in real life.
Right.
There's actually a video of a basketball game going on, and this giant black kid gets out rebounded by this white kid, and the black kid just crocs him.
Right.
And his argument was he called me the M word, which we know is not real.
Right, of course.
Because if you're in a high school game and a white kid calls a black kid the M word, the game stops.
There's
and
headlines.
that kid is excommunicated from society.
Exiled.
So we know it didn't happen.
Of course.
But it's acceptable because the truth is progressives are afraid they're going to get their asses beat.
Yep.
By black people or be called the worst thing in the world, a racist.
Right. Yeah, we still have these like abstract guardrails on language, which I just think is ridiculous. But it's so weird.
It's stupid.
Because like Carlin was attacking those things decades ago. And it's weird that we're still stuck in that cycle. I think the people in charge just really like to make sure those things still work because they want race riots. It seems
well,
like
what it is it's rich kids who look down on everybody, want to act like they're saviors.
Mm-hmm. Right.
So they actually looked, it's like you've seen the videos where they go to like Berkeley. They're like, why do you need an ID? Because black people can't get the internet and they don't have phones and they can't register. And they're, and it's just like, dude, what are we talking about here?
Yeah, I heard black people don't know how to use computers. They don't have computers.
Yeah, I don't even know how they found World Star Hip Hop. I think it's through smoke signals or something like that.
That's so true. It's so bizarre.
How did they even get there?
When it comes to like I was saying, I'm listening to you.
Dude,
for
why
so
don't you
long.
talk about that you're opening for me?
I just did.
In New Jersey, dude.
When I waited,
you're gonna crush.
I can't wait, dude. I did, and I'll say it again.
Fire show.
I am so grateful that you asked. I can't wait. New Year's Eve at the Dojo of Comedy in Morris Plains, New Jersey, Tripoli. You're gonna be amazing. I can't wait to see it
that
live.
sucks.
Dude,
I'm going to be in in Chicago, and I'm not going to be able
dude,
to go
it's
there. I'm
gonna
kind of
be-
pissed.
Yeah, enjoy your EBT riots.
I can't wait to drive through it and get halted, and then I have to run somebody over to get to my damn house. Yeah, it's gonna
I
be
can't
fun.
wait till I need to have my girlfriend and my 2 5-year-olds with guns so I can just grab milk.
Dude,
Yeah.
you think that's going to happen? Do you think they're going to shut that off like that?
I don't, everything to me is a shadow in the cave until it happens, right?
Yeah, yeah.
But if it does, it makes sense.
Well,
I mean, that's what they want. I mean, like, they've been telling, we've been hearing from the conspiracy community that there's going to be FEMA camps and 40 million people off food.
I know.
Seems like it would be a great way to pack those camps. And by the
Legit.
way, my FEMA camp number will be a single digit.
It's terrible, dude.
I'm going to be number 9.
I think. I mean, if you stay in California, I mean, you might not even make it to the FEMA camps.
Yeah, it's interesting, dude.
I think it's
I
terrible.
would be out here tomorrow if it was my decision, but sometimes you're not the king of your castle.
Oh, I get it, dude. I get it. And I guess why I'm asking is because you've predicted so much mass unrest in the past year or two. It's pretty wild. The things you've called, people have seen the clips, they've gone viral. Things you said on Rogan. It's like that's why I'm asking you. Like, what is next? Do you think we descend into this? Look, okay. And on top of that, I just want to say this. I've been listening to you for long time.
Yes,
The conspiracy
I'm in your
world,
head.
you are in my head all the time. This society has culminated into like conspiracies and it's gone mainstream. So what does that mean for next? Like what happens next?
You know, it's so funny. You know what that means? More birthday wishes than I've ever gotten in my life. I've never gotten so many people wishing me happy birthday in my life.
That's nice.
3 years ago, I got like 4 of them, and one of them was a paraplegic, and it's just like nobody wished me happy birthday before. To the point I'm like, no birthday wishes? And I'm like, oh, yeah, I'm public enemy number 1. I'm the crazy guy. And then this year it was like a tsunami of happy birthday wishes, which I'm very grateful for, even though I hate celebrating my birthday because that means I'm just decaying a little more. But it just means we're right. I mean, we're totally right. And it's just like, I do a show called Conspiracy Social Club, and Dylan, who's one of the funniest guys I know, just refuses to believe any of it. And it's very weird. Even my best friend, like Brian Callen, is like completely using 1980s data to discuss politics into 2025.
I swear to you, Brian is deep in character, not believing. And he's like he wants us to think he doesn't believe.
Yeah,
I can't
he's the
believe
Andy Kaufman of our generation.
He's the Andy Kaufman of anti-conspiracies. Because when I did the show with you guys, I couldn't get over it. I mean, he refused to believe literally everything, even with documentation showing him these things.
Well, it's his reluctancy to think that these intelligence agencies could be up to anything, or that there are secret societies when everything is being astroturfed by intelligence agencies and secret societies.
Right.
I mean, you guys need to get either Austin Picard on or Brad Binkley. We do a show, a premium content show called.
We had Brad. We had Brand.
Whatever this is. Okay, then
had
you
them
need
both.
Austin Picard.
Yeah, I've had
you
him
need to
too.
get Austin Picard on.
We've had him. He's genius.
He's an autistic AI.
He's a savant.
On everything. Oh yeah. And like he was getting into White Eagle Underground that like I didn't even know about, and their connections to all of these high impact events, and it's all Kino, who's the Satanist with the weird fucking eyebrows, dude.
Yes.
And it's all connected, dude. None of this stuff's real. Everything is fake. None of it's real. That's the craziest thing. That's the probably the most powerful place you could get to as a conspiracy theorist is that none of this is real.
Right.
And it's all literally about raising your anxiety, okay, to get you manipulated into learned helplessness. And once you get to that place, you really kind of just go, okay, it's like nothing's happening, but if something does happen, I'm going to be locked and loaded.
Yeah.
I'm going to have a fucking treasure chest of gold and silver and ready to rock and roll.
Right. That's when we had Brad on, he talked about learned helplessness and how they were training soldiers for that, right? It was to kind of make them numb from PTSD. And now it seems like it's spread out into all of us to be numb to everything. And I think everything's fake too, but it also means that just because everything's fake, there is also real violence that they carry out on people, and to
But
drive the fear.
how big is the violence, dude? So during COVID, I was one of the few comedians that would still tour because my fans didn't give a shit.
Yeah.
So I went to Portland. I went and played Heliums there.
Okay.
And I had these two guys who, I don't know if they still do the podcast called Good Morning Jonestown.
Okay.
And they were really funny and they were really great. And so after the first show, I'm like, let's go watch some riots. And they're like, dude, we've been here forever and we haven't seen one. I go, that is not possible because nationally we think this city's burning. They're like, dude, we haven't seen one. I'm like, let's get in our car and drive there. So we drive there. And we're driving around, just looking around Portland, taking forever, and we find the riot. And it's this tiny-ass riot in this public park in front of this this like federal building.
Right.
And it couldn't have been more than 50 people at the most.
Right.
And I got spooked because when you looked in the door, there was a National Guard soldier. I'm like, okay, this could get bad. Mm-hmm. But I really just realized that they were just shooting it in a way to make it seem like all of Portland was burning. Yeah. I mean, the next day I'm having coffee with another comic. I mean, it's completely and utterly astroturfed bullshit.
Yeah.
And then you look at the original No Kings. You go down. It was downtown. If you really study any of the footage, it's all reporters and photographers.
Mm-hmm. That's how I feel. So I feel like there's pockets of violence, like what you're saying. There's also assassinations that we could have all these different questions about because I don't trust this official story, obviously. But it's also, I think about the dead internet theory. I think it's almost applying to Earth now. Like it's dead Earth theory. Like it's not as crazy as the TV and the social media influencers want you to believe. Obviously, there's things going on, but like you're saying, they shoot it in certain ways. It's like Hollywood, and then they just inject the fear in your brain. That's it.
Yeah, 100%. And it's just like, you know, maybe it is the dead internet theory, but the whole thing is to just get you into fear. We are the only mammal animal that is constantly in fight and flight, and that fits into the depopulation problem because it's very hard for women to get pregnant when they're constantly in anxiety.
Yep.
And you know, and it's working. I mean, the populations are just plummeting no matter how much they tell you. I mean, we seem to have a little victory with Bill Gates saying climate change isn't going to be anything.
Right.
But yeah, that's really what it is, dude. It's literally an attack on your soul and your spirit and your loosh.
Yeah, they're attacking you on every possible level, and I don't really believe Bill Gates because he's also making all this other ridiculous stuff, and he's probably very happy about the depopulation happening, the low birth rates and all that stuff. But I have definitely noticed in the past like 2 weeks, I'm wondering if you've seen it too, the talk of like nuclear war has picked up. Have you seen this? Like everyone's got.
Yeah, I don't believe in nukes.
I talked about this last night. I was like, who believes in nukes? Who doesn't? So what's your take on that? You know, because everyone's like, we saw what happened to Hiroshima. So what do you say?
Did we?
I didn't.
And there's a famous clip on YouTube of a Jesuit priest going, there's no radiation anywhere. We didn't feel anything, which fits into they firebombed it first and then presented it like they had dropped a nuke on there. Because it's the Lord of the Ring. He who has the ring has the power, and those who have the nukes have the power. And that's why these countries all strategically have nukes to kind of work together to hold down all the D2 and D3 countries.
Right. And you see what Trump said yesterday? He's going to restart nuke testing.
Yeah, I mean, he talks a lot of shit. I mean, maybe he will. I don't know. I'm not saying they don't have big bombs go boom.
Of course.
But what they sold us about in the 40s and 50s, I don't believe at all.
Yeah, we were just talking about that because like radiation, people have different takes on that now. We were looking at Chernobyl just the other day. You seen these blue dogs walking around Chernobyl now?
I mean, it could have some effect, but I mean, like that Windsor guy or whatever his name on YouTube that ate uranium. I mean, once you see that, you're like, what are we even doing? But it's all about, it's all about the shadow in the cave, dude.
Yep.
It's really all about the shadow in the cave. And I'm starting to really think that's about this AI. I mean, AI fits right into Y2K, fits right into COVID, fits right into weapons of mass destruction. Big doom, and then nothing ever comes from it.
Yeah, I'm walking back and forth about how I feel with AI. I obviously can't stand anyone who's building it. I think all those people are degenerates. Altman, Thiel, you name it.
Nerds
Ellison,
are going to kill us, dude.
Literally. But I don't. So this is what I was saying recently is I think AI could get to a place where it's really, really crazy and more like efficient. But the scary part now is that people, no matter how good AI is, will be enslaved by something like AI because they're just going to give up all their creative power. Any of their routine, their work will just go to AI. They'll be replaced
Here's
by
what I
something
think's
dumb.
going to happen, dude. Your big cities are going to be like 1984 hellscapes.
Mm-hmm.
And then everyone in the little cities are going to live a more normal life, whatever that means.
Right.
Right. That's my opinion. It's literally the Matrix, right? It's like the people who live in the big city are in the Matrix.
Yep.
And when you're young, you want that action. There's going to be a lot of action, a lot of fun, a lot of stuff. You're going to have to do all the face ID. And then the people in the small towns are going to kind of live their life. And that's the most glaring error of the Matrix movies was that the people who opt out of the Matrix lived a miserable life.
Yeah.
And that was kind of programming.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, if you're out of the Matrix, look, you got to eat pink goo.
Yep.
You gotta eat the. In reality, the people who leave the city tend to be the happiest because they got land. They're eating off the land. They know their neighbors. They don't have to worry about their kids getting shot in the corner as much. So, not that there isn't danger in small towns because drugs have entered that as well. But that seems to be, in my opinion, what's going to happen.
It did kind of piss me off that, like, in the movie itself, you had to be extracted from the Matrix before you could actually learn anything. It was like they were throttling your fucking download if you were still hooked up.
Yeah, well, yeah, for sure, 100%.
It's kind of seems like that really happens in real life here.
Oh
you know?
yeah. Oh yeah. You're punished.
We're getting our downloads fucking throttled.
Like this rebranding of Mark Zuckerberg. And I have friends who I love that are a part of it.
Yeah.
And dude, God help him if I'm ever on a panel with him. I'll torch everything to let that piece of shit know what he's done to my career.
I was just gonna say, how many times have you had an account nuked off of the internet?
I've lost YouTube channels. I lost my Instagram. I had to pay $3,000 to get it back. I lost my Twitter. I've been throttled on MySpace. Facebook. You know.
Yep. Just because Zuckerberg looks like Lil Dicky on Rogan now doesn't mean we should all like him.
No, dude, he does jujitsu. He's cool, you know. And I get why Rogan has him on because that's the show. He talks to everybody.
Right. I'm glad we got to hear him talk.
That.
Yeah, I want to hear him talk. I want to hear him squirm. You know, and I
want to hear Joe call him a liar.
Yeah,
so you
me
lied.
too. Me too.
And his program just.
Yeah. Well, when Joe asked him what kind of bow he uses, he didn't know. You know, he's just like, I mean, that dude's a robot through and through.
See, I do guy things. I chase puss. I do jiu-jitsu.
Hello, fellow kids. Yeah.
Hello, fellow kids.
It's ridiculous.
Right? I mean, it's like that guy should be excommunicated.
100%.
You can't have both.
Yep.
Like Mark Zuckerberg wants to be the nerd dork of like Jonah Hill.
Right.
Where Jonah wants to be both famous and skinny. It's like you get one or the other.
Yeah, you chose your path, Jonah.
You get one or the other.
Yeah, you can't Ozempic
fat
this.
Fuck, or you go work at a diner. Which one is it, dude?
No, I totally agree. I don't like it. And I've been pretty outspoken for a while about my distaste with how close these tech bros are to Trump. And I'm like, dude, this goes back before the election. I referenced our episode. You were on this show in like July before the election. And we were saying, we don't like these people who are so close to the administration or the would-be administration. Thiel, Altman, all the tech people. Zuckerberg was rebranding. And now he's doing dinners with Bill Gates, Zuckerberg. Like these people, I think, are actually more dangerous than the leftists. The leftists are obviously deranged and want to kill people, but like the tech sector, Silicon Valley, literally hates humanity. They don't want to be human. They want to be transhumanists, and they want to destroy. They want to control the narrative, and they want to build the surveillance state. I'm like, why do we have to accept these people?
Why do we? Because we love convenience.
Yeah.
That's why. And we don't realize our convenience is going to be in our imprisonment. Yeah. And because we like jiggly tit comedy on Instagram, we put up with this bullshit. And by the way, I'm over jiggly tit comedy. I am so tired of a jiggly tit hot chick getting a million views while I'm painting.
Talk about that.
It drives me fucking nuts.
Let's talk about that. It seems to be the only thing Instagram wants anyone to see. Is
Facebook too.
A chick who does I want to say comedy in quotes, but it's mostly like
oh my
working.
God, what is going on? Oh
Yeah.
my God. Ha, ha, ha. It's like drives me effing nuts.
Well, the other thing too is like this chick will come on in the morning and she's got nothing going on, so she gets dressed, goes into the kitchen, cooks eggs, and shakes her ass while she's doing it, and it's just like this is so fucking stupid. And men are so susceptible to this shit that it's really like, are men the fucking problem and not the women?
Well, where our wiring is, we're not supposed to see this much crotch.
Yeah.
It's not supposed to happen.
It's not. This isn't normal. It's not natural.
You can't not look. It is your monkey DNA to look at a woman's crotch. When she bent over and you could see the hue of her beehole, like you're not supposed to see that.
And they know that. Gay degenerate vampires like Sam Altman know that, and they bake it into their systems. Like I was listening to a whistleblower from Meta testify before Congress saying, you know, they know on Facebook if a young girl, like 17-year-old girl, deletes her selfie, that the algorithm automatically thinks she must be depressed because she got rid of her photo. And so then they alert all the advertisers, hey, send her lots of like advertisements for purses or whatever, because when you're sad, you buy stuff.
So crazy,
dude. Isn't that evil?
It's really crazy, dude. Listen, I've studied Instagram long enough. I can tell you the 4 things that they blow, they amp up: violence, dumb, sex, or pissing people off.
Yeah.
Like my pronoun bit blew up on Instagram.
Seriously.
My bit about taking out a gay heckler blew up on Instagram.
Yep.
Because they want you to get pissed. Now, I could get lost in that, and then that becomes my identity.
Yep.
But that's not who I am.
Right.
So I don't want that.
Yeah.
I want to put out what I want and let people see it. So when I go to like who's looking at my post, it's 90% my followers and like 10% outside of me, which means they're not pushing it anywhere.
Yeah.
Or they're not even letting it naturally be seen.
Yeah,
They're hiding it from everybody.
It's a control mechanism, and a good example of someone like who is controlled by the algorithm, who is rebirthed by the algorithm, would be like a Dylan Mulvaney. If you look at his old TikTok, he wasn't always like this creepy chick guy thing. He was all these other things. He did one trans type video, it blew up. And then he was basically like, I'm just, thinking this is how it went. He's like, well, this went well. I'll keep doing that. And then he just became that.
I've seen that with the right, too.
Oh, 100%.
They say maybe something that's truthful, but extreme.
Yep.
And then they start chasing those likes. And it's very easy.
Yep.
It's very easy, dude. It's an addiction. They know how it's a dopamine hit.
Yeah, that's such a good thing to remember.
So, like, going viral is going to destroy our country because it's not natural. It's like, it's literally like, what is the most extreme thing?
Yeah.
And that's what people look at.
Yeah. It's kind of trying to make you become a one-hit wonder online with a viral thing, but then you keep repeating that one hit because you think it's going to hit on the algorithm. But that doesn't work on the stage. It doesn't work with different audiences. That's what's so good about being in person with people. You hear actual reactions, and it changes city to city, all the different places, whoever's in the crowd. But
as long as you're out of like New York is getting bad, I hear.
Yeah.
LA is just a pile of dog shit. But LA, I feel like LA will make a comeback once the industry completely restructures itself.
Yeah.
Which it's doing right now. You're seeing all these massive layoffs, which I am not happy about. I don't like when people lose
me neither.
their jobs. Okay. I want people to work.
Yep.
But the execs and the consumers both know nobody wants woke shit anymore.
Yep.
I'm tired of watching waif models beat the shit out of everybody. This new Predator show on Hulu, this fucking emo chick kills a fucking predator. And you're like, of course it's an emo chick that kills a predator. Yeah, she's a cyborg, but it's just like, we're over it, dude.
Did you see how fucking hard Arnold Schwarzenegger had to work in the first one?
Yeah, exactly, dude.
Like, what the hell are we talking about here?
Yeah.
But it's all about destroying archetypes.
Yeah.
That's what it's really about.
Yeah.
Because the archetypes are how we see the world.
Yes.
And if we don't have archetypes, it's very hard for us to understand how humans work. So that's what this woke shit's about. I get in a fight with my buddy on Conspiracy Social Club. Again, one of the funniest dudes I know.
So good.
But he doesn't understand the purpose of and maybe I'm wrong, and I'd love to hear your saying, but the theory that Trump is going to destroy the Constitution, I'm not saying he's not doing that. Okay? The theory of that is scarier to these people than the Marxism being taught to the children in the school now.
Right. Well, yeah, they don't care about most leftists don't care about children at all. I'm surprised they even had him to begin with.
He has a child, and I love him.
Yeah.
And once you have a kid, you tend to go more conservative because you're like, whoa, what are we doing to this little this bundle of angelic love? What are we doing to it?
Pure innocence.
And it's happening. It's happening because that is the Marxist playbook, is to corrupt the youth. So you send a send a drag queen to read to a second grader. Like, we're teaching them ABCs, 1, 2, 3s, and you're sending advanced algebra to them, and you're expecting them to understand what the fuck is going on.
It's insane. They want to control the future, so they have to control the youth now. So it's like an investment with the left and that kind of evil. But it happens on both sides, you know. And we're seeing it, like you were saying, it's happening on the right now too, where there's this form of like hypnotism happening with certain narratives.
Well, the concept stays the same, right? You know, they say let your kids start being a musician or something very, very early in life. So by the time they're 10 or 15, they're fucking amazing. But like, you know, it's ingraining that into a young brain that's a sponge that's absorbing all of this shit, and by the time they get to an adult age, this has become the norm for them, and they don't see anything wrong with it. So why fight back against it?
And it's evil if you see anything wrong.
Well, the weirdest thing is old liberals who rallied against the system refuse to see the system that's been installed in the last 20 years, you know, since Obama. They can't come to grips with that. Because again, the theory of hate is 10 times worse than real world consequences. So when I hang out with these guys, and they are my friends, and I love them, and just because they don't necessarily see it doesn't mean they're bad people.
Right, of course.
You know, they will sit there and bitch and moan about Hollywood's woke. They can't get work. They can't do anything. But on the internet, they're like, Trump's a bad guy.
Man,
bad. And they can't see that the oppressor is the woke people right now. Now, that's not saying Republicans, you know, I'll tell you, every Republican going back to Nixon is a war criminal piece of shit, right?
Agree. Yep.
I'm not like the problem with the woke left is that they go, if you're not conforming to what we believe, that means you're a Republican or you're right. And they don't realize I hate both sides.
Same. And the right does it too. You know, I'll defend certain things, like we were getting into certain arguments about whether burning the flag.
Israel.
Israel, obvious.
They're
that's
so
an obvious
lost
one.
on that. And like
that,
James Lindsay and his like woke right shit. This term, like there's very few people I've seen use the term that I respect. There's a couple guys that I've been told have used it, and I'm this isn't geared at them.
Right.
But the woke right is literally the Zionist yelling, "'Cause you hate the Jews," which is the emotional response to a data that you don't like.
Right.
Oh, it's 'cause you hate. You're a hater, and you're like, no, dude. Here's the data. This is it's plain as day. Has hater. It's like I had a female comic tell me I was anti-Semitic and hate Jews. I go, I've been living with a Jew for 22 years.
Sounds like you're a Zionist, Sam.
Yeah. Sounds like dude. We just had a crazy episode, dude. Of a guy's basically saying the entire Middle East religious. This is where it all started. Is total bullshit. He's like, it probably started in Britain, which is a crazy boom.
Yeah.
But it's like, oh yeah, dude. If you know that they've astroturfed that the Israel of today is the Israel from the Bible, and you know it's not,
right?
What else are they lying about?
And Rothschild helped out with Israel. He like one of the only times he spoke publicly in whatever they have Parliament. It was about Israel. It's fascinating.
The Bank of England has destroyed Germany, Russia, China, and Italy. They've destroyed them. Now, I don't know if there's mass casualties in India, but we know hundreds of millions of Russians died, hundreds of millions of Chinese died, and we know, and listen, sorry guys, all you Hitler dick riders, your boy was a tweaking gay prostitute.
Occultist.
Who was a fucking British occultist spy. And his job was to be the Bolsheviks. They weren't called Bolsheviks.
Right.
They were called Nazis, okay? And their job was to destroy Germany from the inside. But Sam, he fought the bankers. He lied. He threw Rothschild in jail. He threw Rothschild in jail for a week.
Yeah.
I've had friends with DUIs spend more time in jail than fucking that.
Legit.
Okay.
Right.
So all you have to do is go to what Albert Pike said, which is the Michael Jordan of Freemasons. Okay. And what is his famous line? When they need a hero, we will supply it.
I mean, dude, no, keep going. Finish your thought.
Well, no, but when you realize that the Scotch Freemasons of Britain were all behind the formation of Israel, it totally lines up.
Right. I mean, you can go back and look at how the Rothschilds were funding both sides of the Napoleonic Wars. And then they had to choose, like you're saying, who's going to be the hero here. At some point, they did like the calculation and said, all right, we're going against Napoleon. And that's that. And then it's not like that just stopped. That's the playbook. We fund both sides.
It is the playbook. So
constantly.
If we know they did it to Germany. We know they did it to Russia. We know they did it to China. And through the British India Opium Wars, which was in China, but the British India trade company, right? We know they just extracted all the wealth from India.
100%.
All the wealth came from India. They destroyed India from the inside. They're trying to do it in America.
And I think our country does that. They do these these experiments in other countries to how to do it here, like the way we did it to Haiti. Like Wilson started with Haiti, destroying it. The Clintons did Haiti, and you see them kind of destroy it from within in various ways, whether it's tariffs, weapons of mass destruction in terms of we can question an earthquake, different things like that, weather manipulation.
We do here. We do.
100%. Human trafficking. And then they apply that to this country. It's like they use them as testing grounds to then apply it here and then destroy it from the inside. Assassinations. I mean, we had people from our government, they were a part of the Haitian assassination with the guy's wife, so they do that.
If you get in to the hammer and nail speech by what's his face, General Wesley Clark,
I don't know that
after 9/11, you don't know about that speech?
I don't think so, no.
Okay, so like a year or two after 9/11, Wesley Clark is giving he's being interviewed at a live panel, and they started asking him about 9/11 and what he knew, and he goes, so I go down to the State Department and I'm walking around, and one of my old generals calls me into the room. He goes, what's going on? He goes, I don't know. He goes, I don't know. He goes, what do you mean you don't know? Well, I just got this paper saying we're about to go into Iraq. And he goes, why? Why are we going into Iraq? He goes, I don't know. I don't know why we're going into Iraq. They're just going to go into Iraq. So 2 weeks later, he comes back and he comes in. The guy pulls him into his office again. Come here. Right. He comes in. He goes, what's going on? Are we going in Iraq? He goes, it's worse. I just got this paper that lists 7 countries we're going to invade in the next 5 years.
Wow.
And they were Syria, Iraq, Iran, Sudan, Libya.
Afghanistan.
And there was one more. I can't remember. One more.
Was it Afghanistan?
There were 1 or 2 more. We've outside of Iran.
Yep.
We've toppled every one of them. And what's going on in Sudan right now?
Yeah, dude. That's what we do. I mean, we are that. I mean, people were getting mad at me about when we bombed Iran, which was the night we were at Bohemian Grove. We were on stage when Trump dropped the bomb, and they're all talking about how this is a major threat to America. How dare you? And I'm like, you do understand? I mean, I'm not defending them, but I'm saying you do understand why they also hate us, because we infiltrated their government and toppled it from within. So imagine if that happened here, which it has in other ways, but we went there. It was Teddy Roosevelt's son who went there and helped coup the whole place and install the next
100%.
guy. So I don't agree with Iran, but I know why they hate us, because we went there and took over.
Yeah, 100. I mean, everyone's like, you're like, I don't like what our government's doing. You don't like it here. Why don't you move? Well, because I like it here.
Right.
Right. That's why I want to stay.
Right.
But that doesn't mean I have to support these fucking bullshit policies that we have all 100% voted in a non-war president every fucking time.
Yep.
And then we just turn around, they just BF us.
Yep.
And just stab us in the back.
I mean, going back to Wilson, he ran on no new wars. Boom. World War One. That's what
dude,
they do.
FDR was good friends with Hitler. It's all bullshit, dude.
Yep. I totally agree.
It's all bullshit.
Well, that's a good place to end. This was so much fun, dude. We love having you on.
Everything's fake and gay.
Everything's fake and gay. Tell everybody you got tour dates and places to go look.
So I'm going to be in Vegas, November 21st. Going to be in with Tim Full Hat Comedy with Eddie Bravo.
Sick.
And all the boys from the show. Then I'm going to be in Minneapolis, I believe, November 17th through the 19th. And then I'm going to be. I got one more gig after that. Oh no, I'm also in New Orleans for Skankfest.
Rad.
Then I'm in Vegas. Then I'm in Minneapolis. Then I close it out with the end of the year with the boys at the Dojo of Comedy. My good friend Robbie the Fire Bernstein, Howie Dewey will be joining up from Cash Days, and myself.
Awesome.
And then, if you're in the Atlantic City area, January 10th, I can't announce the event, but an epic, earth-shattering event will be happening that I'm helping create.
Okay.
That when everybody sees it, they're going to love it.
Incredible.
And it starts on January 10th at Caesar's Palace. We're basically taking over Caesar's Palace in Atlantic City.
Oh, man.
January 10th. If you're anywhere near there, trust me, you want to come to the event.
Incredible.
It's going to be a fucking fireworks and partying and having the best time with all your favorite people. So
Awesome.
I can't wait to tell everybody that that day is coming very soon.
Awesome.
Once all the contracts, T's are crossed and I's are dotted.
Incredible.
Once that's done, baby, you're going to love this shit, dude.
I can't
I
wait
want
to
to
hear
say
about it.
something else to you,
Yeah.
Shane.
Yeah.
This is I'm going to, and then you can kick me the fuck out, okay? Because I got to go watch Ink Master, all right? But it's my one brain rot thing I
okay.
do. My
We all need
dog's
one.
dying in the other room, and my girlfriend's like, come hang with him. I'm like, Ink Master's on. I work hard. Let
need
me
it.
watch some Ink Master.
Let me have this.
Let me just have this. This is a wonderful time, brother.
Thank you, man. I appreciate that.
Yeah, I had a great time. I had a great time. This is a wonderful time to write scripts.
Yeah, okay.
And you should start looking into that.
Okay.
Because what you're going to see is there's going to be this giant change in how Hollywood, which is no longer being Hollywood, but show business work.
Mm-hmm.
They're getting away. Listen, all those big money movies, they're money laundering. They're like, we lost them $100 million. Like,
for
they
real.
don't give a shit,
For
dude.
real.
That's money laundering. But what's happening is those movies are no longer reaching people. That's the real problem.
Yeah, of course.
$100 million of Fed funny fractional reserve banking, they can lose that. They don't give a shit. They hit another button, they get it.
Yeah.
So they're not reaching people. So the new thing is indie films,
Yep.
and in particular, indie comedies
Okay.
are the big ones.
Sick.
So if you can write, you're a great writer.
Thank you.
You know, this guy, so fucking funny. He goes up Bohemian Grove, just reads his tweets and crushes,
That was fun.
right?
Thank you for having me do that.
No, well, Shane, you should be on the road doing it because
Yeah.
you're so fucking funny.
Thank you.
So start working on scripts,
I
dude.
will. I will. That's a huge inspiration. I certainly will. I've been working on them for quite some time. I have them. So I'll do that. And I got to tell you this. Our last guest was Drea De Matteo of The Sopranos.
her.
And she wanted me to make sure you have an invitation to her Halloween party tomorrow.
I want to go to her Halloween party. It's just you have kids, like, dude,
I know.
these things pop up and it destroys any social life you have, which is blessings to have kids.
Yes, of course.
So while I can go hang out with the hot chick from The Sopranos and whatever amazing outfit she's going to have on, I have to go with my kids and beg for fucking cavity candy.
I get it. Dude, Sam, you're the best. I am so grateful.
Sorry if I talk too much.
No, dude, not enough. We got to have you back for
It's a
another
fucking
show.
talk show. Who
Yeah,
cares?
we need this. The people love you. You're great, man.
I love you too, buddy.
Thank you so much, man. And we'll talk soon. I can't wait for New Year's Eve, and it's going to be a good time. So,
all right, bud.
Have a great
Bye,
night,
guys.
brother.
Love
See
you.
you, man.
Take care.
Love
Thanks
you,
for having
man.
me on.
Thanks,
Go to
man.
samtripoli.com for all my dates.
that's
Go
right.
there.
Yeah.
Bye.
See you, man. Awesome.
Bye.